Hi everybody, this is Baller Scuba. We are back streaming. It's been a little bit since I've been able to stream. Things have been pretty crazy, but we are back, which is always nice. Hi Necro Girl, how are you doing? Things have been pretty crazy, like I said. Work has been particularly draining for me, so... Is it low? I wonder why that is. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh. Yeah, I was about to say, I haven't changed the settings, like, ever. But yeah, work has been draining, so, didn't always have the energy to get out and do this again. But, we are back, still in 1982, in case you have forgotten. But, we do have a couple games that we can play. We're gonna move away from Sokoban. Sokoban has been eating up a little bit too much time to solve a single puzzle. So we're going to move on to a couple different games that you will probably have not heard of. I have two in mind today. I think that's going to take all the time, if not more than that. We might actually have to come back to one of the games. But let's go ahead and put that on. And we will start with Frenzy. Frenzy is a 1982 Stern Electronics arcade game. It's actually the sequel to Berzerk, which we played. This is quite the interesting game. Let's see what I can do in it. I haven't actually tried this at all. I have not booted it up or anything other than to make sure that it actually functions. Outside of that, I haven't done anything with it. So, yeah, it's Frenzy. Maybe you've heard of it. Probably not. Let's put in a quarter and see what I can do here. There we go. Alright, so we have like destructible walls. That's new. I can shoot them right through that. So far they're not really coming at me. Remember... Robot attack. There we go. Oh, we got Crazy Otto after us. So, diagonal shooting. No, we could do diagonal shooting in Berzerk, if memory serves me right. I died already. We have played another game that can do diagonal shooting. But, yeah, this game, very similar to Berzerk. Not too different at all. And I'm hanging out too much trying to do crazy things. You can't actually bounce things off walls. I think that might be a first for video games. The idea of bouncing things off walls, but man, that is difficult. There's only so much I'm going to be able to do, but we will do what I can here. This is kind of the shorter game that I had in mind. No, oh, could not dodge. Just kind of like Frenzy, I'm not, just like Berzerk, I am not particularly good at these kind of shooters. I want my character to move so much faster than it actually does. We'll put in my actual initials, see if I can outdo it. Oh, is that so? Alright, let's see what I can do. First level, I can get some points, but... not too much more. We're technically trying to go through the maze. I'll just hang around waiting for... Isn't it, like, Evil Otto? Oh, I'm blanking on his name. He's made a comeback, though. The smiley face. Robot He's indestructible. Attack. Yeah, there he comes. Robot attack, and out he comes. You might notice that we don't have as many, like, synthesized voices as we did in Berzerk. This one doesn't necessarily feel like a huge upgrade. I don't even know where that came from. Just bounced everywhere. Yeah, there's technically no end to this. But now that I can shoot and bounce things off walls.
Robot attack.
There we go, we can go up here. There we go. Now that we can bounce things off walls, I can kill myself, which will probably happen quite a bit. No! I'm surrounded! Get me out of there. Nope. Alright. No! Killed myself. Saw that one. What's one of the other games that we did with diagonal shooting? Castle Wolfenstein we did. That one you could shoot diagonally too. Not that I shot very often in that game. That's not what that game's about. This is much more your standard shooter. Okay, let's go this way. Notice how I don't get any points for going to the next screen. But we've made it to the level 3 enemies. Recognize these guys. Alright, I'm gonna... Got myself in a bad position there. So yeah, that's basically Frenzy. We'll probably do one more run of this, and then we'll switch things up to the second game, which will be a little bit more in depth, I think. What do you have there? Oh, it's your hedgehog. There we go. Yeah, well, I don't know what the deal is with like the lack of it. All you can hear is robot attack when I think it's evil auto, not crazy auto. There we go. Yep, here he comes. That's the only time that you hear the synthesized voice. They kind of took that away, and I'm not sure why. There we go. And there, okay. No! Too close. Too close. Okay, you guys can just shoot yourselves. And I'm being chased already? Alright, well, I get a bonus. I'll take that. There we go. I'm just gonna go. Onto level 3. I don't think I've ever made it past the level 3, guys. So let's just go. See what else awaits us on the harder levels.
The humanoid must not destroy the robot.
The humanoid must not destroy the robot, and then I die immediately. We finally got...
The humanoid must not destroy the robot.
There we got a little bit more voice work, but this game does make you earn it. Some of the hardest... Like, I've never been good at these games. Oh, come on, he was dead. Alright, I got one more run in me. I'll just put that, even though that's my best score yet. Alright, one more run, and then we're going to switch to the other game. I didn't anticipate this one taking too long. Alright, let's just try to get to level 4 again, so we can get more synthesized voice. No, okay. Go, go, go. Oh, they almost got me on the rebound. Okay, we're gonna try to go... No.
Robot attack.
Okay. I'm being chased already. Can I get him? Alright, bonus. Oh, jeez. Right on the head. Like, I had already shot, so I'm like, he's dead. Don't need to worry about him. That is not what happened, though. The explosion. It has a bigger range than I think. I should probably try to go... Oh. I want to get to level 4 again. We're going to get to level 4. Whatever that takes. I know I said that was the last one, but... We're going to try to do that. Alright, I can just go this way, right? Let's see... Oh, there's so many here. No. Like, there's certain spots where if they fire at me, I'm doomed. I'm too close to them. I can't do anything about it. Let's go this way. That'll take me to level 3. Okay, this way. Okay. We made it to level 4 again.
The humanoid must not destroy the robot.
But there's too close to me!
The humanoid must not destroy the robot.
Alright, can I just go on to the next level? What happens after that? Oh, we're on the next level. This looks bad for me. I don't see an easy way out of this either. Ah. Alright, well, I made it to the Frenzy Hall of Fame. But that's about all I got in me. As you can see, not the best scores. This is a game that, once again, I'm just not good at. There's probably more voice synthesis if you can make it further, but I just can't because sometimes they spawn you in a bad spot. Sometimes they just shoot at you and you're just kind of doomed. Alright, so that is Frenzy. Let's switch up here. I do have one more game ready for us. Let me change the tags here. Apparently that's important. Let's see if anybody's heard of this game. Probably not. We're going to switch over. We're going to play an Apple II game. This one is called Time Zone. As you can see, it is by Ken and Roberta Williams. I do have a guide in front of me for this one because there's no way I'm doing this without a guide. This is another kind of graphical adventure game. Apple II, 1982. I believe this is High-Res Adventure number 5. It's one of the better ones, I am told, but we'll see what we can do here. We're going to go ahead and play the game. 1B and hit... No? Oh, do I have to boot up the second one here? There we go. Apparently this requires a lot of disk management, which I was not anticipating. There we go. So disk A is nothing. All right, so we made it to disk B. That's not bad, doing the disk switching. I was kind of worried about that. You are in front of your own house. Enter command. Let's go ahead and hit look first. Oh, geez, that is loud. Can you guys hear that? This is from the guys who made the adventure game with line graphics. Yes, this is the same one as Online Systems. We did Mystery House from them. What else did we do from them? So we were in Serenia at some point. As you awaken from a heavy night's sleep, you are haunted by the memory of a strange dream. Although it is not entirely clear, you can remember... Ooh, I am turning that off. Let's take this off. Let's mute my computer as well. Make sure you guys don't hear that. That is a very loud beep for nothing. You cannot remember significant portions of it. A terrestrial guardian or keeper of sorts has chosen you for the task of securing the Earth future by destroying the evil ruler of the distant planet Neburon, and offers you the ability of time and space travel in order to do so. Somewhat nervous by the realism of your dream, you decide to take a walk to clear your head. You are in front of your own house. Yeah, this is... Right, when you buy the box, I should say, it won't say Online Systems. It'll say Sierra Online Systems. But they officially had not changed their name yet, I don't believe. But yeah, basically these are Sierra games, and you might know those a little bit better. All right, so once we are here, let's move. Oh, I have to hit. There we go. Then we can head north. You're in a field of dry grass. There is a strange-looking machine here. It appears to be pulsating. Let's take a look at the machine. Looking at the strange object, you are at first curious. Suddenly, the dream comes rushing back to you. You stand there with your heart leaping out of your chest, too stunned to move and filled with a strange mixture of fear and excitement as you realize it wasn't a dream at all. The adventure begins. You're in a field of dry grass. There is a strange-looking machine here. It appears to be pulsating. So we are going to enter the machine. That is kind of the point of this. We're actually going to be doing some time traveling here. That's the kind of machine that we're getting into. You're inside a time machine. You hear a faint humming sound. There are 2 dials and a lever with a button next to it. All right, well, the first thing that I want to do is get the mask. You are inside a time machine. Right, same stuff as last time. Well, oh, okay. Apparently, like, good thing I have a guide in front of me. There's no way I'd be able to solve these problems without it. We actually have to exit the machine. And then we have to drop the mask out here because the mask apparently can't come with us. That is a crazy looking mask. Then we can enter the machine again. And we will sit in the chair. Okay, the chair is comfortable. As you sit down, the machine seems to come to life. You're inside a time machine. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I bet you can hear it a little bit. A faint humming sound. There are 2 dials and a lever with a button next to it. All right, this is just going to keep going. Examine blue. Hello, do you want to be on camera? You usually don't want to be on camera. There are words written around the blue dial. There is follows: Europe, Africa, Australia, Antarctica, Asia, North America, NA, and South America, SA. Is there another one? There we go. And interplanetary. You're inside a time machine, right? All the same stuff. At least we got the buttons to stop going. We'll then do examine orange. Hey, leave it. There are numbers written around the orange dial. There is follows: 400 million BC, 10,000 BC, 50 BC, 1000 AD, 1400 AD, 1700 AD, 2082 AD, and 4082 AD. What are you doing? So, yeah, remember this came out in 1982. So, 2082, 4082 makes sense. 100 years in the future, 2100 years in the future. Okay. From here, we want to set blue dial. Set blue to what? Oh, I have to actually put... it doesn't really matter. Okay, so set blue to... where are my choices? We'll say Europe to start because that was the first one. We gotta go back. I did say where to. Set blue Europe? To what? Set blue to Europe. What is going on here? Set blue to Africa? Is that better? No, it doesn't really matter. Set orange to 400 mil BC. There we go. Okay, it is now set. So that's how I have to do it. So set blue and then Europe. There we go. So we're going to go to 400 million BC in Europe. It doesn't necessarily matter which location you go to. The time will be the important one here because the time is just the one place, no matter which continent you try to go to. Because 400 million BC, that's Pangea. That's the idea, at least. Pull lever. The machine starts vibrating violently and you feel dizzy, almost to the point of passing out. Suddenly you feel a terrible jolt and the machine is still. The continents as we know them did not exist in that era. You are in the prehistoric age. You're inside a time machine, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's exit the machine. And we are out here. You're in a pretty green meadow. There's a time machine here. It appears to be pulsating still. That's so weird. We'll head west to start. You're in a pretty green meadow. South. You're at the edge of a large lake that extends to the east. There's a brontosaurus in the lake. We got dinosaurs. There's so many references here. We will head south one more time. One of the problems is that I always want to make references and then I realize that like it's in the future for us. For 1982. There's a lot of things still in the future. You're in a creepy jungle. There's only so many references I can make to... All right, let's go east twice. So many references I can make to stuff that we've talked about. How many times do you want me to do Star Wars references, you know? If you're in a jungle, we'll head east again. Oh, I see a pterodactyl overhead. You're in a jungle. There is a cave entrance to the east. We want to go east into the cave. That way we can avoid the pterodactyl. That thing will kill us. You're inside a cave. The cave ends right here. Well, then I guess we don't really go exploring all that much. But we have avoided the pterodactyl. That was the important thing. Let's head west out of the cave. You're in a jungle. There is a cave entrance to the east. We avoided the pterodactyl. Let's go south again. And there is a pointed stick here. That's technology. I'm going to want that stick, aren't I? Get the stick. Now it is mine. All right, we'll go north. And then we'll go west a couple times here. Then we'll go north a couple more times. Back to the Brontosaurus. And east. Yeah, we're just kind of going back to the time machine, it looks like. Enter the machine at this point. Okay. Sit in the chair. Okay, could you not? Thank you. We can just enter in 10,000 BC. At this point, we don't have to actually say set the dial. All right. Look. Can I bring back the menu? All right, pull lever. And the machine, all right. The machine starts vibrating violently and you feel dizzy almost to the point of passing out. Suddenly you feel a terrible jolt and the machine is still. All right, we're in the Stone Age now. Yep, all the same stuff. Can I look again? Do I have to actually get out before they'll let me look again? Exit machine. There we go. And we're in the Stone Age. You're in a north-south canyon. Steep cliffs lead upwards toward the east and west. There is a time machine here. It appears to be pulsating. All right, so we're in 10,000 BC in the Stone Age. But we have a pointed stick. That makes us far superior to everybody around us. We're going to head east. Wait. No, sorry. North. There is a rock here. You are standing in a rocky canyon. Climbable cliffs lead up towards the north and west. We're going to get that rock. It is very important. First we got a stick. Now we have a rock. We're going to be in charge at some point. All right, once we get that, we can head north. You're on the edge of a canyon going down towards the south. There is a steep cliff to the east. A path leads west. Oh my gosh, Asian technology is more advanced, confirmed. Absolutely, I have changed the timeline. I grabbed a stick and I grabbed a rock. Let's head west. You're in some grasslands. Head north. You see a large herd of mastodons in the distance. You're in the grasslands. North again. Have to be careful here. You have startled a herd of mastodons. Those look like normal elephants to me. They've started to stampede. You are in some grasslands. We need to go up. Get up the tree. You hear the mastodon stampede below you. You are in a large tree. Luckily, the mastodons ignored the tree because if they hit it, I would be knocked off immediately. All right, so we have avoided the stampede. We can head down. And they're gone. Hooray. Let's go north and continue our journey. There are some lovely rolling hills. All right, we'll go west from here. You are lost in the mountains, says you. North again. There are 2 small sticks here. We're going to get the sticks. Those are going to be important. The mighty stick of the ancients. Yes, we have many sticks now. This will be preserved for all of time. No, not yet. Where do I want to go? I want to go south. Then east. And then north from here should take us to... Watch out! A saber-toothed tiger is going to pounce on you. You're in the mountains. Oh, I should have put a trigger warning on this one. This one's scary. All right, we're going to throw a stick. Throw a stick. As a saber-toothed tiger leaps, you throw the pointed stick, which lodges in his body. Startled, the big cat runs away with the stick still in him. Violent. I am in the mountains. We're going to go east. And then we're going to go south. You're wandering in the mountains. There is a large hare here. You're in the mountains. All right, so it's black. So it's not the Monty Python hare. I think we're going to be okay. Throw a rock. You throw the rock at the hare and kill it. There's a rock here. There's a large hare here. I don't think we're going to need the rock anymore. So I'm just going to get the hare. All right. I didn't even have to answer 3 questions. I didn't need a grenade of any sort. Let's head east. You're lost in the mountains. Of course I am. Now we're going to head north a few times. I'm in the mountains. You're wandering in the mountains. There's a large cave opening to the north. Let's try it. There is a stone hammer here. You're inside a large cave. There are 2 mean-looking cavemen here. We'll give the hare, because the first thing that we have to do is make friends, because I just kind of walked into their house, and because this isn't an RPG, that's kind of frowned upon. The cavemen take the hare and grudgingly decide not to kill you. There's a stone hammer here. You're inside a large cave. There are 2 mean-looking cavemen here. Yeah, they're still mean-looking, though. We're going to make a fire for them as well. You quickly rub the 2 sticks together and a small fire starts. The cavemen are delighted and amazed. In gratitude for your teaching them about fire, the cavemen offer the hammer to you. There's a stone hammer here. You're inside a large cave. There are 2 mean-looking cavemen here. So I'm basically Prometheus at this point, aren't I? We're going to need that hammer. I will take that. Then we are ready to go. We can head south. You ready for this one? West. And then south 6 times. We have a journey to get back to the machine. What is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can head east. We're at the edge of a climbable cliff. Let's head down from here. I think this is new. You're standing in a rocky canyon. Climbable cliffs lead up towards the north and west. And then we want to head south. And there we go. Back to the time machine. Let's enter the machine. Sit in the chair. Oh no, you're going to France. I get that reference. I got that one. There's a very famous cave in France there. Apparently, if you have a some sort of torch in one of those caves, the paintings actually move. That's why they have too many legs and stuff. I didn't know that. All right, sit down on the chair, and then we will go to, oh my God, Asia. All right, we're set for Asia, and we're going to go 50 BC. Anybody know who's in charge of Asia in 50 BC? Pull the lever. And then we will exit the machine. Oh, we have to go and switch the disk again. All right, so that one is 4G. I have a disk for side A and side B. Let's try side A. Let's try that one. All right, it worked. You're in a soggy rice paddy. There's a time machine here. It appears to be pulsating. I ruined somebody's farm, apparently. That's what you want to do. We're going to head east from here. You're in a soggy rice paddy. If it's 50 BC and we're on a rice paddy, I mean, we're either... Well, rice paddy could be anywhere. But if we're talking China, we're probably talking the Han Dynasty. East one more time. Into a lush meadow. That looks like... I mean, that doesn't look like Japan to me. That looks more like China. But then again, they probably didn't really put a lot of effort into this. East one more time. You're at the west edge of the Yangtze River. We are in China. The river is running north and south. All right, so they did put more into this than I gave them credit for. Let's head north. You're at the west edge of the Yangtze River. The river is running north and south. We'll go north one more time. There's a long pole here. You're at the west edge of the Yangtze River. The river is running north and south. We're going to need that pole. Okay, we're going to go south a few times. South. I mean, the graphics are MS Paint level, but I mean, it's the same that we saw before from them. But the fact that it can draw something that is reasonably, like, readable, I guess isn't the right term, but something that's not terrible to look at. That is an achievement. All right, you're at the west edge of the Yangtze River. There is a small Chinese junk boat here. Yeah, it just says junk boat. I have to look because it's a little bit big on my screen. I can't always make it out. So I have to look at my laptop and look at the stream itself to actually see what's going on from time to time. Okay, so we're going to enter the boat. You're in the Chinese junk boat. Apparently, it's just called the Chinese junk. Did they have that type of sails? Ooh. Let's go back and take a look. In 50 BC? Yeah, they would have had that. Yeah, those are pretty standard Chinese sails of the time, I think. Okay, so we enter the boat. Let's head east. Using the pole, you guide the boat across the river through the tricky currents. You're in a Chinese junk. Okay. Exit the boat, and now we have crossed the treacherous Yangtze River. What do we want to do here? We want to go north forever. 4 times. So you're on the east edge of the Yangtze River. Going north and south. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're in a small Chinese village. There's a road going north and south. See, I don't know if those are entirely accurate for the time. You know what? They look like the Forbidden Palace, and the Forbidden Palace would have been around this time. So that might be it. All right, we have to go north one more time. No dragons. These are the poor people. You're in a field. A road goes east and south. You want to go east from here? You're outside a Buddhist temple. A road goes west from here. Buddhism, yes, would have been in China by this time. Buddha is around 500 BC, so 50 BC, that is acceptable for me, at least. Then we want to go north from here. And we can find a green Buddha. You're inside the Buddhist temple. You see a statue of Buddha with an emerald in its navel. There are doorways to the west and south. Well, I mean, we can try to get something from him, but it's probably best if I don't steal from the Buddha yet. Can I go north from here? No. Did I do this a little bit backwards? I don't know what you're talking about. Why would you think that I would steal something from the Buddha? East, north, and west. West. All right, so I made it to the rock garden. That's the important thing. Yeah, I think I was... I was a step ahead of where I thought I was. There's a shovel here. What could that be used for? You're in a Chinese rock garden. The garden is all fenced in. Let's get the shovel. All right, let's dig. All right, after digging in the dirt for a while, you uncover a beautiful jade stone. You're in a Chinese rock garden. The garden is all fixed in. I thought that... oh, yeah, I do have to dig one more time. After digging in the dirt for a while, you uncover a second beautiful jade stone. You're in a Chinese rock garden. The garden is all fenced in. Is that true? MS Paint? Well, yeah, MS Paint wouldn't have been out yet because MS doesn't exist yet. The company exists, but there's no Windows yet. They're working on DOS still, and that takes some time. They just released it, though. In 1981, we talked about the first kind of release of DOS. It was called PC DOS, though. But Microsoft did make it. Well, it's not the first DOS, but the first one that Microsoft made. We're going to go ahead and get the jade. And get the jade again, because there are two of them. Then we'll go east. And believe it or not, we're going to leave this alone. South. West. And then south a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, there are a few games like this, a few graphical adventure games. We'll get into a big one in 1984, one that people really enjoy. But keep in mind, this is Hi-Res Adventure number 5, according to what they had released. So the first one is Mystery House, but there is also a number 0. So there's technically 5 games like this that online systems had made. So there's a few of them. There's not many, but they are interesting when you can find them. All right, we'll head east from here a couple times. We're in a wide field. And then there's a dude. There's a bag of rice here. The peasant has a rope around his waist. You're in a soggy rice paddy. There is a peasant harvesting rice. He has several bags of rice near him. We're going to buy the rice. We're not going to steal it, because that would be bad. We're not in an RPG, so we're going to buy it. With what? You know with what. With jade. The peasant is very interested in jade. He takes it and gives you a bag of rice. The peasant has a rope around his waist. You're in a soggy rice paddy. There is a peasant harvesting rice. He has several bags of rice near him. Jade is not as expensive as you would think. It's very common in China. But, I mean, it's more valuable than rice. Right? How big of a rice thing did I get? Then we're going to buy the rope. Go through all this again. With jade. It's also very expensive rope, but considering the size of the jade that we seem to have gotten, I mean, that jade's got to be worth a couple $100 today, so I don't know what kind of negotiator we are, but apparently jade does not matter too much to us. Yeah, we got the rope. So then we'll head north, and we'll head west twice. So we have rice. We have rope. We're going to get back on the boat. And then we're going to go west across the river using the pole. And exit the boat. And I think, yeah, we're just going to go back to the time machine now. North twice. Yes! 5D chess, playing way too far ahead. There's an old story about this guy that west one more time. That put a single grain of rice onto a chessboard, because Chinese have something similar to chess. And he said, if you pay, like, you know, he had done some favor for the king and was getting paid for it. He's like, I'll put 1 grain of rice here, and then as you go across the board, you just keep doubling the grains of rice, and that's how you can pay me. And since there's 64, it was like 2 to the power of 64. And it turns out to be more rice than is available today, is what he was asking for. But of course, the king didn't know that. Said, sure, I'll pay you in rice. That makes sense. And then he could never pay it. All right, 1B needs to go in now. Apparently, just to get inside the time machine, I have to switch the disc. There we go. So we're going to go to Europe. And we're going to go to 1700 AD. Yeah, just like that. Okay, let's pull the lever. Is it the right lever, though? Oh. Sit. Was it already set? Let's pretend it wasn't. All right, we'll go to Europe. And 1700 AD. This one will be much more familiar to me. I'll know a lot more about this one. Pull the lever. There we go. And we will exit the machine and see what disc they want. There's like 6 discs to this. Okay, 3F, huh? I'm going to say that's side 1. Side A. Yeah, there's 6 discs that I have available for this to switch between. That is the wrong disc. All right, so then side B. There we go. All right. There's only 2 options. All right, you are in a gentle green valley. There is a time machine here. It appears to be pulsating. Take that, FF9. Oh, the 6 discs is going to be nothing compared to some of the other games that we're going to do. If I remember right, there's one game that's like 20 discs, and we probably will be playing it. Floppy disks are insane. They can't, it's like 1.44 megabytes is like the max that they can hold. And that's not even the floppy disks that we're talking about. The floppy disks that we're talking about are actually floppy. They're the big ones. I don't know how much those take. It's not much. All right, so I played a lot of GeoGuessr, right? Germany. We're going to call this Germany. North from here. You're in a vineyard. The grapes look delicious. Damn it, I was wrong. My guess now is Italy, of course. If there's grapes, they were probably in Italy. I mean, it could be France still. Who knows? North again. I'm going to go with France. My expert GeoGuessr skills are coming into fruition here. You're on a cobblestone road going north. There's a sign here. The sign says Paris, so I'm going to assume that we're in France here. All right, so 1700 AD, France does not look this nice. You are in the town of Paris during Napoleon's rule. No, we're not. 1700 AD is not Napoleon's time. That is far too early for Napoleon's time. Napoleon comes after the Revolution, and the Revolution happens in 1789 is when it starts. So no, 1700 AD, that is inaccurate. All right, but we're in Paris during Napoleon's time, it tells me. We'll just ignore 1700 AD. You're on the outskirts of Paris. Small houses line the street. All right, let's go east. You're on the west side of the stone fence. East again. You can't go in that direction. We'll go north. You're at the outside northwest corner of the stone fence. We'll go east from here. You're at the back of the stone fence. It goes east and west. So we're going to pull a Jean Valjean here. We're going to climb up the stone wall in France. You're on top of a stone wall. Inside. That's apparently the command to drop down on the inside here. It might be in German? What, the sign that says Paris? I don't know how they say Paris in German. I haven't looked into stuff like that. You're inside the stone fence. The fence goes east and west. We'll go south from here into the walled garden. You're in a pretty garden. I'm still thinking Les Mis here. Like, this is the story of Les Miserables right here. Are there nuns about? You see a side door of the palace. This is not good. All I have is rice. What am I going to do with rice and rope? Let's open the door. And we'll head north. No. Sorry. South. Wrong door. We want to go east in here. East is the way into the door. You're in an east-west hallway. We'll go east again. You're in a hallway. There's a stairway going up. An open doorway is to the north, but we're gonna go up. You're in the east-west hallway at the top of the stairs. There is a closed door here. We're gonna go east to the end of the hallway. And there's a closed door here. The hallway ends to the east. All right, this is the part that scares me. We'll open the door because, of course, we can just open doors in the palace. And we're going to go north and enter. This looks like the queen's room, doesn't it? There's a perfume and pretty comb on the dresser. You are in Josephine's bedroom. Josephine is Napoleon's wife. I would not recommend messing with Napoleon's wife. He is not actually short. He is... They just measured inches differently in France than they did in England, so they started a propaganda campaign in England to say that Napoleon was short. He's not short. He is a good-sized, average-sized male at the time. We're going to get the perfume. Not that he needs to be tall to kick our ass. He probably just needs one of his cannons. We're going to get the perfume and the comb. And we're going to head south, west, down, west a couple times here. West, west again. And north from here a couple times. Apparently this is all we needed. Yeah, I think we're just going to go back to the time machine now, yeah. So we have rice, the ultimate weapon. We have a couple sticks, I believe, still. We have outside, we're going to have a comb and perfume. I don't know if we're going to try to seduce somebody. I don't think so. But... I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. All right, so then south 4 times. And we are leaving Paris behind. 3 and 4. All right, let's enter the machine. I should have known it was France. It's the Staff of Antiquity. Yes, we will use that to our advantage. All right, so it's got to be 1B here. Oh, I think I figured out the numbering. I think we'll be good from here on out. Okay. Sit. And we want to go to North America. And we want to go to 1400 AD next. I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out on your own, but luckily I have a guide. It's the only guide, though. So hopefully he's right. Who actually wrote this? I should give him credit. Hold on. Who wrote this? T. Hayes wrote this in 2009. So fingers crossed that T. Hayes, 12 years ago, still knew what he was doing. Pull the lever. And we will exit the machine. What do I need? I need 2C, which would be 2 side A. There we go. All right, North America, 1400 AD. That, of course, is before Columbus shows up. Before smallpox destroys the entire 2 continents, really. Let's head south. You hear a rumbling noise coming from the north. You're in a lonesome prairie. Oh, I'm in the United States Midwest. Either that or I'm in Argentina. But I don't think that they would program that. If I'm in North America, I'm probably in the United States. This is an American game after all. You hear a rumbling noise coming from the north. You're in a dry prairie. We're going to go west again. And there's a herd of buffalo. The rumbling noise has changed to a loud roar, and you see a herd of buffalo headed your way. You're in a prairie. There is a gully here. We need to go down into the gully. The stampede of buffalo passes over you as you lay in the gully. As soon as the buffalo pass by, you get out of the gully and dust yourself off. That way they didn't have to draw anything different. Okay, where are we now? We want to head east, and we're going to go quite a ways here. In a dry prairie, we're going to go north 7 times. So that's 1, 2, 3. They're just telling me about the prairie. 4. Oh, hey, there's an Indian. Not. Okay, sure. With bow and arrows drawn. There's a dead buffalo beside him. You're in a prairie. There is a deep ravine to the north. A bridge crosses the ravine. Keep on going north. All right, yeah, we just avoid him. Just keep going. You're in some low hills. You see some teepees to the north. A bridge crosses a ravine to the south of you. I think that was 4 times. No, that was 5 times, because this is 6. You're in Indian village. There is a big teepee in the north. We'll just keep saying Indian. Sure, why not? 7. There's a bow and arrows here. You're inside the teepee. The Indian chief is sitting here. All right, so I'm already not happy about this, but we're going to go ahead and trade the comb. The Indian chief is intrigued by the pretty comb. He runs it through his hair and decides to keep it. He gives you the bow and arrows. Not a fan of what just happened, but I didn't program it. I would just argue that, the Native Americans had combs. Granted, ours was probably prettier because it's from 1700 France when they spent a ton of money on that kind of stuff, but I don't know if it's enough to give us weapons from him. You know what I mean? All right, so we got the bow and arrows, and that's what we came to do. We came to get the bow and arrows. So let's head south 6 times here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I think I want to head east after this. That should take me to the time machine. It does. Good. Let's enter the machine and pretend that I didn't do something that makes me uncomfortable. All right, 1B. In you go. All right, we will sit down there. And we're going to go to Europe. I don't mind getting rid of that to make that beeping stop. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It is loud for me, and I don't even have the headphones on anymore. All right, 1400 AD Europe. That is where we're headed next. And then we will exit the machine. What disk are we going to need? 2C, huh? Oh, wrong button there. That should be good. There we go. All right, so Europe in 1400 AD. You're at the edge of an ocean. Hills are around you. There is a time machine here. It appears to be pulsating. Are we guessing England? That's my guess at this point. It's not technically like continental Europe, but it's still Europe. That's my guess. 1400 AD. I mean, France works too. We're in the middle of the 100 Years' War between England and France. Maybe we're going to go see Joan of Arc. Who knows? South from here. You're at the edge of the ocean. Hills surround you. South again. You are in a little fishing village on the edge of the ocean called Palos. I'm going to look that one up. I don't know that town. Small fishing village by the name of Palos. What you got for me, Google? Illinois. I don't think it's that. European city. That's way over there. Spain. Apparently it's in Spain. Southwestern Spain. Palos de la Frontera. That's what came up for me. So we're going to guess Spain. Okay. Where was I? Then we want to go east. Yeah, there we go. All right. You are standing in front of a house. That is what I wanted to do. Let's open the door. The door is now open. Nobody locks anything around here. And we'll head north to enter the house. Oh, I know what we are. Yeah. All right, so we're in 1492. So the dates aren't exact. These 1700, 1400 and stuff like that. Any guesses as to who this is? You're inside the house. There is a man seated behind the table. All right. Sign up. The man signed you up as a crew member for the Santa Maria. If I remember right, Santa Maria was the biggest one. Would you like to work in the galley cargo hold or on deck handling the sails and masts? Apparently I want to work on the deck. We'll work on the deck. You are officially working with the sails and masts on deck. The man hands you a boarding pass. You are inside the house. There is a man seated behind the table. And Christopher Columbus, you are a terrible, terrible human being. Let's move south twice. I wish I could slap him. I wish I could. South twice. Like, the worst thing that he did was accidental. Granted, I will give you that. But everything he did afterwards was so much worse because he had control over that. West a couple times. You're at the edge of an ocean. There's a pier to the west. We'll go west and board. Apparently, it just says Santa Maria right on the side. You're at the end of the pier. Show the pass. The sailor looks at your boarding pass and tells you to go to the deck at the front of the ship. The Santa Maria is docked. There is a sailor here. You're at the end of the pier. We're going to drop the pass. Apparently, I don't need that anymore. You can have that. We're going to go north. You're on deck at the stern. Oh, this is Christopher Columbus. The other guy looked way more like Christopher Columbus. Who's this? Are there two Christopher Columbuses? Christopher Columbus is standing here. There is a door leading north to the galley. Oh, man. We'll go west. This is also Christopher Columbus. No, it's just a guy. You are in midship. There is a hole with a ladder leading down. A sailor is standing here. All right. West again. You're on deck at the bow of the ship. There is a very tall mast here with a rope ladder attached to it. It's Marty McFly. No, that's only in the TV show that came out later. Oh, it was not a good show. At least I didn't like it. But it does have Bill Nye at the end. Then we can go up from here. You're in the crow's nest at the top of the mast. There is a parrot sitting on top of a telescope here. They wouldn't have parrots? At least not a parrot like that. Parrots like that are native to South America. Okay. We're going to look at the telescope. I mean, there's other parrots, right? Is it an African swallow? You see a farmhouse in the distance to the southeast. The farmhouse is surrounded by hills. You're in a crow's nest. At the top of the mast, there is a parrot sitting on top of a telescope here. We're going to go down from here. Apparently, we just need to take a look at the house. We're going to go east a couple times. Then we're going to go south, leaving this smirking bastard behind. The sailor says, sees you around. All right, we're going to go east. I figured we were going to go on the trip. Like, we're not going to go to America. Sorry, India, because Christopher Columbus just thought that the world was smaller and didn't realize that, like, there was a massive ocean. He's lucky that America was there. Otherwise, he would have died. East. Then he goes south twice. And then east a couple times. And we can open the door to the farmhouse here. Then we can go, which direction is it? East into the farmhouse. There is an iron bar here. I'm going to get that. Okay, then we can go west 3 times, and we're pretty much done here. We came here for an iron bar, but I needed to scope out the farmhouse before I could get to it. West 3 times, then north 5 times will take us back to the time machine. And 5. All right, back to the time machine. Enter machine. Switch the discs again. Enter that. We'll sit down, deal with this. Go away. Australia in 1700 AD. Now, this is probably the founding of Australia because it's like 17 whatever AD, not, actually 1700. I don't know when Australia was actually founded, though. What year, like, the British dropped off their prisoners there. All right, so we can exit the machine. Oh, no, we need to pull the lever. Pull the lever. There we go. And we can exit the machine. 4H. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. All right, so that's the second side of disk 4. There we go. You're in a meadow. There's a time machine here. It appears to be pulsating. Where are there meadows in Australia? We got to be on the southeastern side then, yeah? Did I pick the right one? Yeah, 1700, right? Okay. We'll go west. You're in a green meadow. You see sheep in the distance. We'll go north from here a few times. I do have 4H in here. Uh-oh. Okay, what's going on? I was in 4H, and now it's telling me no. That's not good. Am I going to have to cut this short because it's telling me I don't have the right disk? Maybe it's a typo. What else? There's so many things I could do. All right, so let's try 5. 5B. 6A. 6B. None of this is working. 1A. We're trying all 12. Hope that something works here. Otherwise, we might not be able to finish this. We were doing so well. We were making such good progress. How far were we? Oh, geez. Like, we were maybe a third of the way through the game. There's a lot to this game. This was kind of always something that I thought I might have to come back to, but I didn't think it was going to be due to this. Which one do I have in here now? I have 2B. I know what happens to the rice. You may never know. I could look. But I'd rather discover this way. 4A. 4B. I mean, that's all the discs. All right, so let's switch it up here a little bit. See if I can find it. So I'm just going to look for time zone Apple II. See if I can find another version that might actually work here. It's not nice at all for them to get to that point and just kind of take it away from me like that. Okay. So I have other discs. Let's try that. 4B. Nope, it's not accepting that either. I picked the right one, 4B. A. Yeah, it's not accepting it. I have somehow broken the game. That's my guess at this point. That is very, very not cool. Yeah, I'm not finding anything else that's necessarily going to help me here. RTA2 disk 4 of 6 side B. Nope, that didn't come up. Let's type in that whole thing and then we'll just switch that. See if that pops up anything. Nope, they don't have that one. So, not sure what I'm going to be able to do here to try to fix this. Because like, we had made some serious progress, but it looks like we're going to have to cut it short here until I can try to figure out how to get this fixed. If I can even get it fixed, we might have to just abandon it here. I can look ahead, try to see what happens to the rice. Really? You just trade it at some point. And then that, what you trade it for gets traded. Eventually it gets upgraded, don't get me wrong. Yeah, okay, so that's what happens. You trade the rice to get silk. You trade the silk to get a Persian rug. You trade the Persian rug to get a camel, and then you ride the camel. There was a lot going on in this game. I do want to try to figure out how to keep going with it because this one was fun. But right now I just don't see how that's going to happen for me. So we're just going to have to cut it here. And I will be back at some point next week. Thank you guys for coming out. Sorry it didn't work out the way that we wanted. But hopefully we can get it working again, and we can just kind of stick with this, and we'll finish this if I can get it working next time. So thanks for coming out. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good week. Have a happy Labor Day if you're in America. Labor Day is also my birthday this year, so I get the day off. I never get the day off for my birthday. Maybe next time I'll slap Christopher Columbus in the face. We'll see if that works. Thanks for coming out, you guys.